Hey and welcome back. In this lectures lab, we're going to discuss the importance of logging in network environments and show you how to set up a logging server in Cisco Packet Tracer. Logging is a critical component for monitoring network health, troubleshooting issues, and maintaining security. We're going to go over how to configure logging on Cisco devices and review some real-world scenarios where logging is indispensable. So what is logging? Well, logging refers to the process of recording events and messages generated by network devices. These logs provide a detailed record of network activity, including configuration changes, security events, system errors, and more. Logs provide insights into operational status of your network, allowing you as an administrator to monitor for issues such as device failures, high traffic volumes, or unauthorized access attempts. When problems arise, logs are invaluable for diagnosing the root cause. They provide a timeline of events leading up to the issue, making it easier to pinpoint and resolve problems. Logs can help you detect security incidents, such as unauthorized access or suspicious activity. They are essential for identifying and responding to security threats. Consider a scenario where a financial institution experienced a network outage. By reviewing the logs, the network team discovers that the outage was caused by a misconfiguration change made by an administrator. With detailed logs, they can quickly identify the change, revert it, and restore network functionality. Without logging, diagnosing such issues would be significantly more difficult and time-consuming. First up in this lab, we're going to need a Syslog server to collect and store logs from the network devices. Now, in a real-world scenario, this server could be a dedicated Syslog system, such as a network management system or some sort of SIEM system. However, in this case, we're just going to use the same server that we used in the last lecture for AAA. So if we jump into there and we head into the Syslog services, you can see pretty much all we need to do is turn that one on. Now we're going to head on over to the router and jump into its CLI. So I'll make this a little bit bigger, and we need to go into configure terminal mode. First thing we need to do is turn logging on. So this command enables logging on the router, allowing it to generate and store log messages. Next up, we need to specify the IP address of the Syslog server where the logs are going to be sent. To do that, we do logging host, and if you do a question mark there, it's going to ask us for the IP address. We know that that server is on IP 192.168.1.6, so we'll go ahead and enter that. Now we need to set the severity level of messages to be logged. We do that by doing the logging trap, and if we do a question mark, you can see the different types of severity there. Now in Packet Tracer, we do only have the one. However, in the real world, you're going to get many different system levels. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and set logging trap debugging. And if we do a do show run, we can see all the commands that we have entered so far. So there we have it. We've set the logging level, we've set the logging server, and by doing the logging on command, we've turned that one on. So if we exit out of here, let's do the exact same on switch 1. So we'll go into configure T, we'll do logging on, we'll do logging host to the same host as the router, and lastly we'll do our logging trap, do a question mark, and we only have the debugging level available in Packet Tracer. So if you want to be able to verify logging, what we can also do is do a show logging. And here you can see things like it will give you details about what logs have been sent, what logs are currently shown on the device, and things like that. So if we go ahead and take that down, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and generate a message. So what I've done is I've just reconnected fast Ethernet 0/0 on the router. And as you can see there, it's spit out two different logs. The first one showing that the interface has gone down, and the second one showing the interface has gone up. If we jump into the AAA server and go to Syslog, here we can see some details specified showing that that interface has gone down and up. Now that one comes from the switch. So if we jump back onto the router and just do a do show run, I just want to check to make sure all the config there is correct. It is. And we have turned it on. If we do a do show logging, we can see that two message lines have been logged. If we jump out of here and head back into the Syslog server, I see what the issue is here. So because at that time that the log is being generated, this link is down, so it's still going through its spanning tree states, that log is not making its way across to that AAA, to that Syslog server. So that's something to keep in mind in your real world scenario, that of course, if your router does not have access to the Syslog server, then it's not going to be able to send the logs through. So what are some best practices when it comes to logging? Well, log rotation and retention. This ensures that logs are rotated and archived regularly to prevent storage issues and to maintain an organized log management system. We're going to want to set appropriate logging levels based on the importance of the messages. Critical systems might require more detailed logging, while less critical systems might only need higher level summaries. We're going to want to secure our log server, so protect the logs from unauthorized access and tampering by using a secure storage solution and access controls, and regularly review and analyze your logs to identify and address issues proactively. There are automated tools that can assist in monitoring logs and generating alerts for critical events. In conclusion, we've covered the fundamentals of logging and why it's crucial for network management and security, and how to configure logging on Cisco devices in Packet Tracer. By implementing robust logging practices, you're going to be able to enhance your network's reliability, security, and compliance. Be sure to keep practicing these configurations and have a play around with generating different log messages on the switch and routers, and you're going to be well equipped to managing and troubleshooting complex network environments. That's it for this lecture, however. I'll see you in the next one.